Hi writers and welcome in this new graffiti video. Look how professional all this setup looks like. Looks like because it isn't, to be true. Only my camera, it's really professional. All the other stuff just pretend to be professional. Anyways, I prepared this fancy setup because today I'm not gonna paint my name, but Rebly's name. You know, it's like when you invite your friends at home for a dinner or whatsoever, and your house is a complete mess, and you try to clean it up as fast as possible, whatever. Before going to the wall itself to make the graffiti piece, I want to explain to you how I get my sketch with Rebly's letters. Let's see! These are the only two, actually, pieces of paper that I've used. As first thing, as always, I wrote Rebly's in a normal uppercase. After that, I did this uppercase but graffiti style R, super raw, just to get warm. Then there is this throw-up-ish stuff, and then I started searching some flow. With this that it's an R with the two legs, and these that should be kind of a loop, but I didn't really like this one. Then I was incredibly good or incredibly lucky, because I sketched this R, this one in blue. It's just the project of the future letter, but I really liked the flow and some elements like the arrow over there. So here is the first version of the R that I'm actually gonna paint. It has some throw-up-ish elements like these lines instead of the hole, and these connection that will be the structure that will sustain all the throw-up-ish letters. After that I also tried these, a simpler and more roundish version except this arrow of the previous R, but at the end it doesn't fit with my concept that I have in my head. Finally, here it is! I needed a few tries to get the final sketch, but this is also because I didn't do many versions of this sketch, but I worked on this like 1 week. Erasing and sketching again, erasing and sketching again, especially for the I and the L. Now I will just explain the balancing, because about the letter themselves I will talk in the final analysis. Everything starts from the R with this arrow underneath it, and the arrow itself suddenly becomes the S. I loved this solution. So basically they are like a cup, and inside this cup there are the other letters. In general, I decided to do a composition with the Rebly's part, but not a symmetrical one, because the elements that break this composition is not in the middle, but a little bit pushed towards the right. Fat, fat, skinny, skinny, fat. That's it. I really like this sketch, and I really hope that I will be able to put it correctly to the wall. So, let's find out. And we are at the spot. So today we are gonna say goodbye to my friend Kira. I'm sorry but not really sorry, my friend. This is what happens when you call me toy. Learn this lesson, dear Kira. And fun fact, to be even more fair, today I'll cross you, dear friend, using the doodle grid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, probably you didn't see the last video, which is linked over there. So do it after finishing this one, please. But now let's paint! Well, the second can is empty, and I have to say that even using the doodle grid here, it's a bit tricky sketching someone else's name anyways. But I have to say that I'm approaching this piece a little bit different compared to the previous piece that I've done always with the doodle grid, because in the previous one I was following the doodle grid in a super precise way. Now it's more like a guideline, because even in the sketch I wasn't super precise. The sketch is a little bit too raw maybe for some doodle grid stuff. This is a lesson that I'm learning right now together with you, and so this is it. Now I have to find another cam to sketch. This is gonna be fine. Yo, The most of the piece is here. Reblis, I love you, but I hate you. It's really hard to think about all these letters at the same time. And I mean, I'm doing throw-up-ish stuff, so think if I would have done classic letters. A suicide. Whatever, I need to add some little chips or leads. It's time for the bucket paint. Such a lovely thing. Even more lovely because this time, today, we have a super nice color of bucket paint. I'm not painting alone today. I'm with Pax, a writer from Germany, which brought this wonderful bucket paint. Nice turquoise. Such a nice word. Turquoise. It doesn't seem to be English, but it is actually. Okay, as you can see, this is a really good bucket paint because here it's wet and it's turquoise, and on the wall it's dry now already and it's still turquoise. This is a fucking cam shot. Ah, I love it. This was such an enjoyable process. I don't know, maybe I am weird, maybe you don't enjoy bucket paint as much as I do. Well, this was such an ASMR feeling. Whatever. I don't really know if it was a good idea making the pre-coat of the background before the filling itself, because today is chrome, and chrome means dust, as you know, dear writers. Now we will see, because it's time for the fill-in. These are the chrome cans of today. We have this 600 milliliter chrome burner, which is basically almost empty. Then we have this white chrome, one of the best chrome cans on the market in my opinion, which is full. And then we have this 400 standard Montana Black chrome. Well, the mission is to fill that piece, which is 6 letters, with 1 and, I don't know, an half chrome, let's say. Can your friendly neighborhood vent do it? Let's find out. I'll start with the emptiest cans that I have in order to make emptiest cans empty first. And first is gone. Second one. And also the second one. And also the second one. And also the second one is gone. I also destroyed my glove. So let's change it. Et voila! Well, as you can see, there are still only 2 small letters and 1 big fat S. So with the last full can, I should be able to complete this without any problem. To be true, I have only one fear in this moment, and is that this chrome is not matte enough, because this is not matte, this is gloss, and so that there will be a difference between the last 3 letters with this chrome and the previous letters with the normal chrome. I hope that it's not gonna be like that. Let's find out! We have a problem. The difference is clearly here. You can properly see which part is white chrome and which one is filled with normal chrome. This is a problem. Probably I will fade it a little bit from right to left, but still, I cannot solve this. We will take it, because we don't have... Actually, I don't have other chance. Fading, 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 fading. Well, about the background, as always, is gonna be freestyle. Not as always, but as most of the times that I have to do important projects. Don't try this shit at home. Whatever, I think I'll do it with this violet. I was thinking about a stretched bubble. I don't know, in my head is really nice. Probably on the wall it's gonna be weird. Let's find out! Oh shit, this looks like it's white on the right side, but it's not. Fuck. Anyway, leaving out this, I'm having such a problem with the background because I did part of the background underneath the arrow, but as you can see, I deleted it because it's really ugly, and this kind of background is nice because it makes more obvious that the piece is horizontally balanced. The problem is that underneath the arrow is not possible, this background, so probably I'll do another bubble here and then I'll stop. But before anything else, is this panino a tasty panino? It is. Buon appetito, dear brothers. Panino break done. Water break done. Just a little bit because otherwise I have to pee and I don't know where to pee here. Let's try and make this outline. My dear friend Reblis, I have a question for you. How many cans do you use when you make your outlines? This piece is not in a big scale, so probably one will be enough, but in a bigger scale, for 6 letters and maybe a 3D, maybe even 2 cans cannot be enough. I have a question for all the writers out there that have like 5, 6 or more letters. Well, the question is, why? Why would you do that? For me, 4 letters is really enough, and sometimes is more than enough. So write down in the comments why you have such a long name. I can't understand it. Let's paint it. I already need cutbacks that are gonna be a pain in the ass because this can is not matte.
Murder is only killing without a license. And everybody kills.
You know, if I wanted to kill somebody, I'd take this book and beat you to death with it, and I wouldn't feel a thing.
Kills.
Yo, outline and shadow done. It was not as smooth and easy as I expected, maybe because it's not properly my style and it is not my name. Anyway, it's time to finish it with the overline and the last details. Say that I didn't do an overline that straight and precise for a long time. And by the way, look how fucking is popping the piece right now. Mr. Vent did the right color scheme once in life. Now it's time for the highlights, hoping of not fucking it up. So brothers, I'm done. As you can see over here, I'm not showing my face because I don't have the mask right now. One day of painting in chrome Reblis' name in Naples looks like this. But as always, let's analyze it, but this time I'll not start with the balancing because I already explained it to you at the beginning of the video. I just want to tell you that the piece, the final result that you are seeing right now, is a little bit more stretched than the sketch, on the horizontal axis, I mean. Because if I kept the proportion of the original sketch on the wall, the piece would have looked too small. At least this was what the painting vent from the past was thinking, because to be honest, I prefer the not stretched version. Lesson learned, even if it is gonna be small, most of the times is better than stretched. If on the sketch there are certain proportions, it's because I like those proportions, so stretch it on the wall, it doesn't make any sense. Yo, about the letters themselves. Well, the R is really nice. As I said at the beginning, I love the arrow on the left and also the one at the bottom. Just the shadow is a little bit too thick. I have to say that the bottom stick with the arrow is a little bit too thin, and this is quite sad because it ruins a bit the harmony and the thickness of the piece. The E and the B are nice, but also here I'm a little bit sad because in these two letters the stretching problem is super noticeable. If you look at the sketch and then you look at the piece on the wall, well, you can properly see that the one on the paper is definitely better. On the other hand, the L, the I and the S are quite good and actually pretty nice on the wall as well. The L is just a little bit too close, let's say, it should be a little bit wider. The I is a normal throw up I, but I really like the square dot. And at the end, the S is probably the best letter of the piece in my opinion. I really love it, especially the two connection that the S has with the I and with the arrow. They are really brilliant. Well, leaving out the letters, I'm really hating myself about the fill-in, because the fucking white chrome in the photo is not chrome, is fucking white. In the real life is not like that. The difference between the normal chrome and the white one is definitely smaller, but for you the photo is the one that counts, so there is a problem. Leaving out the chrome problem, the color scheme is very beautiful. Violet and turquoise are really nice colors together. And then I was really lucky because I had with me the yellow for the overline. I brought it with me for some first lines, but at the end it was enough for the overline. And I'm happy. Yo! This is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and you liked the piece. This was the last video of 2022, so Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. The end of this 2022 was a little bit stressful for me, but starting from the 9th of January 2023 I will start the weekly upload again. Till that day I will take a break, trying to recharge my battery with the Panini power to come back harder and fresher than ever. Thank you for the love, guys. Thank you for all the support that you showed me in this wonderful year here on YouTube. We are making something incredible. I hope that the 2023 will be even better. And see you next year.